Today we'll concentrate on our next tutorial. Like today I want to go with an advanced one. So that is recycler view. So it's a very important for our views. Nowadays almost 60 to 70% of views we are dependent on a recycler view. But what is recycler view? Recycler view is nothing but it's a similar as our list view, but it has two orientations. Either you can set the data on vertical, or you can set the data on horizontal, like custom list view. Like I want to show one image, two text views or three text views, whatever it should be. Like it's a similar as your contacts, whatever it is, like contacts, transactions. So when you go any commerce application, so a lot of views are dependent on this. So this is very important. This, but already the list view is there. Why recycler view? Because list view and grid view both are deprecating. It's already there in a deprecation, so because of that it came. But why? Simple reason why this we are using means, if it is my XML, so here I have total 100 items in a array. Here I have 100 items in array. So 100 items cannot display at a time on a UI. So here it's displayed A, B, C, D, like up to 10 it's displayed here. If it is in a list view, if I scroll up, it call again 100 items. Scroll down, 100 items. Again scroll up, again scroll up, again scroll up. Every scroll up or every scroll down, it call 100 items. But if I use recycler view, first 100 items it can be load into my view holder. There is one class which we are creating, that is my view holder. My view holder can hold the values 100 items. Then when first time 100 items can be loaded, when I scroll up, if in case it's a 10 items on a display, only 90, again 80, 70, like this. If I scroll down, 30, 20, for like whatever it should be. So like that is a main benefit of this. Also, this simply with changing of one word, that we can convert into one orientation to other orientation. So how those possible, we can able to see here. This, see here now I'm creating one new project on the name of recycler view. Just this recycler view I want to show, like contacts, how this contacts are displaying in recycler view, like that I want to show. So just I'll put this recycler. So first it's creating recycler view. So for recycler view, it's one Gradle is required, but that Gradle is downloaded automatically as per the latest architecture. Because in the latest Android Studio there is a provision, whatever the components which are coming out of our basic Android components, for majority of the components there is a option, it can automatically download the Gradle into this. So about Gradle we'll discuss in separate video. That is a different case. What is Gradle? What is the how to? What is the help of the Gradle and all? That we can discuss in a separate video in detail. This. So and I'll share that separate video link below description. Just you can go through that. So here still the project is creating. So once this project has created, just first I'll change my UI part. Once UI part has changed, then we can go with the next step here. So still project is loading. So here I want to show one image plus one name plus one number into this here. So this is our basic view. This view, whatever I'm doing is I'm going with this like this. And here this program we can discuss in a two phases. First, today we'll go with an data binding, and the next tutorial we'll see without data binding. So in both aspects how it possible that we can see. For this I'm giving you the orientation as vertical. Then I want to drag and drop the recycler view. So where is the recycler view? Recycler view should be in containers here. It's a download option, means it can be downloaded the Gradle. But what Gradle it can download it? See here. In this, just you can see here now 34 lines of code is there. See, once I drag and drop recycler view from here, see it is asking that this operation required library Android X recycler view. Do you want to? And now yes. But when you click on, when you drag and drop this, must and should net should be present on your system, because it can be downloaded. See, it's downloading the recycler view every time. It can download from the net. Must and should, you require the internet connectivity for this case. So it's created. See here, what are the properties it created? Height and width. Just I'm adding one ID for this. ID RLC. Then as usually we know that here whenever we adding that, see here, this implementation recycler view is added here. This, so this dependency as required for recycler view. Then here now, here I'm adding this data binding dot enabled equal to true. Just I'm adding this data binding dot enabled equal to true. That we know already, because all programs we are discussing using the data binding only. So data binding. See, once data binding is done, so okay, done. Now here, as usually the first step is to declare data binding. So I'm declaring the data binding here, data binding something binding. Then here now I'm declaring this binding equal to data binding util dot set content view. Here I'm applying the context. Done. Then now we'll start recycler view program. But recycler view program as required one linear layout manager. So equal to, here we need to set the orientation of the recycler view. First one is here in this, it's expecting the 3 parameters. First one is the context, second one is the orientation, so either horizontal or vertical. First we'll go with a vertical, then afterwards we'll see how it should converted into this. See, I changed this as this. Then now binding dot recycler view. First we need to set the layout orientation for recycler view. Set layout manager. That layout manager is nothing but here linear layout manager. Then binding dot rec dot set adapter. Now we are setting the adapter. This is similar as our custom list view. From here I'm setting new adapter, that is here now I want to show this vegetable data wedge adapter. Just I'm showing this wedge adapter. In this, first one is the context, and here I want to show now 3 parameters in this. One is the wedge image. So one is wedge image, next quantity and price. I want to show these 3 parameters in a recycler view as with multiple items like this. But why this is showing here error means, with this name here data sources are required. That data sources is nothing but arrays. So here I'm taking this quantity So in a quantity, here I am taking this 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, like this. Some data I am taking this. So some data I'm taking like this. Just the same quantity I want to repeat once again. So I want to repeat this once again. Like same, there are 6 prices we need. Means this array's length also always should be fixed. This array's length should be always fixed. Just price. So here total we need 6 prices. So 100 rupees, 110 rupees, something. I'm entering some data here. So total 5, one more, like this. So then if you want, we can show okay, image is there now, so image we can manage. So here next, string which image, sorry, this is here. Whenever its images are there, we can take that as an integer, because images data can pass in the form of integer. Just for this, I want to take here some images from here. So we already know this, where we can collect images. So here, from here, I'm not taking vegetable images now. From here, asset, image asset, I'm taking 2 or 3 images. Those 2 or 3 images only I can set for all. Just I'm taking the small images. First one is a something. So just I'm taking this image. Here I want to change that color. So I'm changing this color. Finish. Like this, I want to add 2 more images. So instead of a, I'm changing that as a BBB. Then I'm taking the different image. So I'll take one more image. So image asset. About this image asset also, we have separate video clearly why we are taking like this and all. There you can check this details about this. So here I took 3 images. So those 3 images are should be here. Now here I'll write this r dot drawable dot a. The next r dot drawable dot bbb, then r dot drawable dot ccc, like this. Then this total, because above we have 6, so here also must ensure array length should be same. So added the repeated the same. Then it's fine. So now this is fine. Now from here, the next step is data source is ready. Now we need to create here adapter class. Just I am creating here adapter class. See, adapter class has created. Once this adapter class is created, first here make this adapter class as a public. Then copy this adapter name. Here, end of this, here you can go with this. Add here my view holder. This is the user defined my view holder. Just means I explained there. I'm using my view holder to hold the data. Like you can define something else name also, no problem. But it's this. So just I'm adding here my view holder. Once I added this my view holder, here I can add implement methods. By clicking the alt enter, I can get option this implement methods. See, once I got implement methods, implemented the methods. Then from here, again from here, just by clicking the alt enter, it asking that to create a array. So class, I'm creating this class. See here, class has created. Then after this, means first step here, from here we are creating implementing method. Then second step here, from the view holder, we need to implement the class. Then from here, it asking that make extents of this. Means here, this can be extended by clicking that. Now last step here, it required one constructor. Constructor has created this. This means here 3-4 times we need to, by clicking the alt enter in different places, it should be. You can remember this. First step is here from here. Second step is from on view holder. Again start step from here, and the fourth step from here. These 4 steps. Then after here now, for after this here, for next step should be localization of data. We need to localize the data, means along with this one constructor has created. Constructor is nothing but bridge between the 2 classes, means main class to activity. But this class data, if you want to show here, we need to localize the data. So here I am localizing the data, means whatever the data sources we are sending, those data sources we need to assign, we need to initialize here once again. Why? Because if you want to capture the data directly, we cannot capture from the constructor. Because of that, what I am doing here, I am creating separate for this. So that now just I am creating along with the context. Means how could I know how many I create? Means how many values are coming here in this constructor? 1, 2, see 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 arrays, 1 context. Now here assign the data to this. See adapter price. That is here I am giving the price. So adapter constructor quantity, I am giving you here as a quantity. Then last it is adapter. See whatever the data here I'm assigning. See now which image is in a dull, but it's in active. Means whatever data I'm assigning, that we can accessible by here. This adapter image equal to C. This means whatever the data is available in this, now that is available with this. Means in entire class, wherever you want to capture, that we can capture from here. This, that is last context equal to main activity. Done. Then after this, immediately we need to find the length of the array. See any of the array you can take here in a count. Here we need to find the length of the array like this. Length, or you can use adp quantity dot length, or you can use adp image dot length. Any of this, it's fine, but I'll comment 2. I'll kept only 1. Any of this, any of the array you can use. Then after here I want to show this, means I need here layout inflator. So layout inflator something declaration equal to, so this layout inflator is system defined, so directly I can get the based on the service. Then here now based on service this, so here now what should I get here now? This is along with the context. So context dot this, we are using layout inflator service, and also this is expecting as typecasting. So typecasting also added. Then after this, how this view I want to show, for that here I need one custom XML. So I am creating here custom XML here. Right click on the layout, new layout resource file. There I am adding this layout resource file name as wedge. So I want to take this wedge. Then here you can design this XML how you want to show. So this XML I want to show one image followed by this. So here I'm taking the linear layout with orientation as horizontal. Then after this here I need one image view and 2 text views. Just I can drag and drop this one image view. So default one, I'll take one image view. Then after this I'll take two text views like this. I'm taking this two text views like this. So here I don't want this weight here. I don't want this weight here. I don't want this weight here. This. Then what should I do here is now here this I need in a vertical. I'm taking one more linear layout with orientation as vertical. Then this I'll close after this. Like this I want view. So now your AI is ready. Then this one is the price. This one is the quantity. This one is the image view as image view like this. Now that is ready. Then here next step is here too. We need to configure the binding. So because this we are using the data binding, so we need to use the binding, but our XML name is wedge. So here, okay, first we forgot here to add binding here now. Then only data binding can generate. So here I'm adding this binding. Binding is created. Then here now, so wedge binding. So say wedge binding, something binding, it's created. So once this binding is created here, now here we need to write here binding equal to data binding util dot set inflate, because it's an yeah, we are using inflator, we are using. So here first step should be inflator, and second step should be r dot layout dot so wedge. Then here now the next step should be here, it's a parent, it's always it's a null, then attached to root it's false. This is like this, always it should be this. Then once given this, here we can give this return type as new my view holder. This view, whatever the view it is creating, that we are passing into directly into the my view holder class, so that my view holder can get the data here and give the root element. Means this XML root we are sending directly to this, that is this. So here that is coming here now. Once again here we need to declare the binding. Then here we need to get the binding, because that class and this class both are different. So this is required here to get binding. Here just I am getting the binding based on this item view. So here just you can type this item view. Then after this item view, here now last step, just you can send this here, set the recycler view this. So here now I want to use this here binding dot see price dot set text. So where is the text here now? Price. So ADB price dot so ADB dot get position. Sorry, ADB of position. Directly we can get this data from this position. ADB price dot position. Why it's showing error? Adapter price dot here it's the same string array only. Here it is why it's showing error here. ADB adapter dot binding dot binding dot image dot set image resource So that is image of position, correct. So binding dot price dot set text, so that is ADP price of position, correct. So it's done. Then last step, this is quantity dot set text of ADP quantity of position, right. So then I'm running this program, we can see this output. Just simple, this program is done. So it's already it's a lengthy time, so because of that, in our next video I'll make this how to apply listener for this, and this UI as more attractive, that I can make in a next video, that is already lengthy to this, so that we can do here in this next video. Just I can make that UI part some changes, and I'll apply the listener for different components. How we can apply that listener, that we can able to see in our next video. So still it's running. Once it's built, we can see this output. Even in next video itself, I'll show you this how to change the orient. This it's installing. See, this is like this. This is this. But in the next video, I'll show you this clearly, how to do this, how to change this attraction, make attraction and all. I'll show you this. So to get more updates, please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this.